Hi everyone, this is me Morgan Bertsch, and today we're here at the Saban Theatre going to see Yom Kippur, and I'm really excited, and I have always loved learning about different cultures and religions, and right now we're going to see a ceremony and hear some people's stories. So come on, let's go. I'm here with Leo and Ahmed, so how are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you.
So I heard that this is an event all about fasting and asking for forgiveness, and it sounds like an incredible event. So what do you think the event and this holiday means?
Well, this is the most important holiday for Jews. It is the way in which we acknowledge that we are Jews, and we ask the Almighty to forgive us for transgressions that we may have committed. And he weighs the evidence for us and against us and seals the fate for the following year. So it's hugely important.
Definitely, and that's a big, huge holiday. I can assume that because it sounds like it's humongous and it sounds very important.
Yes, it is.
Now, are you going to be doing any public speaking on the stage, or are you just one of the guests? Or
No, I will be speaking. I will tell my story, which is a little different than most people. Thank you. I was a Holocaust survivor. As a child, escaped from the Nazis and somehow managed to get to this country. So it's a long and interesting story.
Wow, that has got to be extremely difficult, and I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this interview, and I'm looking forward to hearing your speech.
Thank you.
I'm here with Moti Kohana. So how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So what's this event and this celebration all about?
It is about Yom Kippur. It's the day of fasting. In the next 25 hours, the Israelis, the Jews, all around the world will fast in celebration and connecting with God and the people around us.
Oh wow, so that's a very interesting event. So are you one of the guests here, or are you going to be speaking on stage, or what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be a guest speaking on the stage. Yeah, I'm talking about my activity in Syria.
Oh wow, that's really cool. So what have you been doing in Syria, by the way?
I took kids your age about a month ago from Syria into Israeli hospital. We took care of them, and we now building school inside Syria, border Israel and Jordan.
Well, that's fascinating. Thank you so much for this interview, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Sharon Faulkner. So how are you? I'm very good. So I heard that you have made all the music for this film, and that you touched the film at the event.
I do music for films as well.
Oh wow! So what films have you done so far?
Let's see, I'm 3-time Emmy nominated. I work on Young Universe. And I did many definitely animated series that I'm music director, I write music instrumentalist,
Wow! So you're a pretty busy girl.
I'm very, very busy, that's right.
So what's this event all about, and what do you basically do?
We will do it really fast because I have to jump on the stage, but this is basically Kojic, which is starting Yom Kippur, the most important day for the Jewish people, to ask forgiveness from one another and to become better people.
Wow, so that's very interesting. And so can you give us just like a sneak preview of some of the music that's going to be happening on stage?
Oh, there's so much music. There's so much music. You just have to come and hear us.
Well, definitely, and thank you so much for this interview, ma'am.
It's my pleasure. Bye-bye.
Your dress and your shoes.
Thank you very much.
Amidah, silent, private meditation for any prayers in our hearts and minds this evening of Eve of Yom Kippur. And let's dedicate a portion of our prayers to the innocent victims of that horrific hurricane, which took so many lives in Haiti and in Cuba and in the Bahamas and through our country. Let's also remember with love the 2 innocent victims of that terrible shooting in Jerusalem this past week. And we also dedicate a portion of our prayers to the men and women of our armed forces defending freedom around the world, the soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces protecting her borders. We pray, O Lord, the day will come where their sacrifice will no longer be necessary as we live in a world of peace. Please remain standing for a moment of Amidah, of silence.
And where you were going, and that you had entry to where you were going. My father, who, as I've noted, was a brilliant man, and he was on the list both of the Gestapo because he had been escaped from Bialystok as a council member. He was the only Jew elected to the council of Bialystok, and as such got on their list. He was also on another list, the list of the KGB, because my father was an outspoken writer against Stalin and Stalinism and communism. So he was on both sides of this terror. And yet he said to my mother, listen, one way or another we're going to end up in Siberia anyway. And yes, we crossed Siberia. It took 3 weeks. My mother never knew whether the train would carry us through or not, but we did it. And then we took a junk boat to Japan, and 250 of us were permitted, by an act of God, I suppose, to enter the United States. That's my story.
Amazing story, Leo. Thank you for sharing it.
That was just magnificent. We got to talk to some fantastic people, listen to awesome music, and we also got to hear some fantastic stories, and we got some great interviews, and so much more. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. This was a wonderful experience, and it was so much fun. Bye, see you next time, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as hard as you can. Bye!